People in the valley, people in the valley, people in the valley, people in the valley. Hi, I'm Becky.
And I'm Jan.
And we are People in the Valley. About routines. And do you have a routine that you have in the morning? Do you have a routine that you do every day? Most people get up, they gotta go get breakfast, get the kids off to school and go to work.
Well, I think all our family of five has a routine. And so if one falls off, it kind of puts everybody else off.
Right.
Because the showers are going and, Todd comes out and thinks coffee's going to be there and then it's not.
Yeah, the routine, my husband's routine is ready in the morning. Either a crock pot meal or some breakfast for the kids. He's always doing something and he works hard. And then right before the bus comes at about 7, he sits down with his paper and he reads to us all of the stats of the high school sports because I have sport ballers in my family.
Okay.
And he's reading them and there's chaos running all around him as he's going, Winnicott and Omro played, Winnicott won with... And then usually at some point he looks up at me and goes, Becky, do you know what the weather's going to be like today?
As you're amidst the whirlwind of...
In the midst of all of this craziness, he asked me what the weather's going to be like. And I say, every single day, I don't know. He's going to realize I'm not a meteorologist. Maybe now that I was on Lisa and Justin's show, he'll think I am a meteorologist. I don't know.
I never got that either. Why do you have to look at a piece of paper or call on the telephone what the temperature is? Walk outside. Today there's snow.
Is it snowing out? Let's see. You might want to know if there's going to be like 6 inches if you're going somewhere.
Your skin can feel.
But it's winter every single year. Every year we have winter. Every year it's going to be cold in the winter. Every year it's going to snow in the winter.
Okay, my bet is
that's a routine.
There's snow on the ground and it's cold.
But okay, back to the routine. I think it's important at some point that you break out of that routine and shake things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because routine, as comforting as they can be, can also be very humdrum, where to the point where you're like, if I have to do this one more time, I am going to...
Well, that's maybe why people go on vacations, spring breaks.
Break it up.
Yeah,
break it up.
But I have that about the routines with the kindergartners and the first graders. When they get a little older, they're a little bit better. But if you walk into a kindergarten and you're substitute teaching, they're expecting you to do it exactly like their teacher. And so if you break from that routine, and the teachers know this, they leave really good notes.
Yeah.
So I've learned when I start out with kindergarten, first and second, I say, I'm Mrs. Huggins. I'm filling in for Mrs. So-and-so today, but I'm not Mrs. So-and-so. I'm going to try real hard to do what Mrs. So-and-so does, but how can I really be Mrs. So-and-so when I'm Mrs. Huggins?
I use your line. You've told me that, and I use that now quite a bit. And then every once in a while when I break out of the routine of what they're used to, they'll say, oh, that's right. You're not Mrs. So-and-so.
That's right. Good. You were listening. I'm Mrs. Huggins.
The other thing I like that Jan says to her kids and to school kids, any kids really, I'm just one person, and I only have 2 hands.
I think I got that from my mom.
I love when you say
one person. I have 2 hands.
I only have 2 eyes.
I have 10 fingers.
I only have 1 nose.
I don't have eyes in the back of my head either.
I only have 1 hairdo.
Not always good. And so do you have a cleaning routine? I do know of a person that does her floors on Monday and does her windows on Tuesday and that washes the sheets on Thursday. A cleaning routine, and I think that is great. And I tried that.
Cleaning routine.
I've tried that. It's really hard to stick to.
Well, you know what?
Really hard.
How often do I have to clean? That's the point.
Let it go. And then it gets into my head that, the sheets probably all need washing. So then I still let it go.
Yeah, when the pillow stinks, you go, hello, time to wash.
my teenager came home and learned that you should wash your sheets every 2 weeks because of the dust mites that are in that. And I said, well, did your teacher tell you that some people sleep on dirt floors?
Did your teacher tell you that sometimes they make mattresses out of dust mites?
That dust mites need something to eat too.
They're part of our
all
ecological
starving.
system. I think it's every 2 weeks and come over and wash them.
So he was keeping track. He noticed. I'm like, well, how funny. I happened to wash your sheets the day he said that to
Ooh,
me.
shoot!
So, but he made a little note of that. And then 2 weeks later, yeah, on Thursday, it was 2 days after. It was a Thursday when he told me, and then it was a Saturday when I washed the sheets. And he said on Saturday, did you wash the sheets today? And I said, yeah. And he said, oh, well, that's 3 days after the 2 week period. Like, you noticed? Oh, that was 2 days after.
Bring up your own
Saturday.
sheets. Wash them yourself.
Yeah, that's what I said to him. I'm going to teach you how to wash your sheets.
Do you notice that whenever your kids need a piece of clothing, you say, I thought you had like 10 pairs of jeans, and they always have only 1 or 2?
Yes.
They always, I only have 2 pairs of jeans.
Kaylee brought up a
Always.
it like this. These don't fit me anymore.
I just got rid of a whole...
And she did grow back.
And, yeah, I know, but for God's sake.
I know. So they're coming your way. Betsy, you'll be getting Kaylee's jeans.
I am happy to see that you washed your dishes.
Oh, I forgot to put them away.
We know now that you...
I had a little break from routine.
People in the valley.
Yeah.